Maria is a very manipulative person. Maria is very, very manipulative. Like she tries to trigger, she tries to do something just to see how you react to it in case she wants to do it next time. So I noticed that about her, and I tried my best to avoid her. Arin is too much. Her own is too much. I know me, I like to say things. Whatever I'm saying here today, I can say it tomorrow, I can say it in front of them. That's
let's go.
I'm going to tell you that Arin is Arin argues a lot. Do you understand? I don't know if she feels intimidated in a way, because they were like, I was the one that was intimidated, but because I was quiet. Do you understand? So her own is she feels intimidated, but the way she tries to get out of it by talking, by arguing, by trying to make you feel like she's right.
What do you think about Pere?
Pere is like his girlfriend, though. Pere is like his girlfriend. It's like a perfect match from heaven, and then
both of them fit each other, Abi?
I swear.
Mimi, what comes to mind?
Mimi is just a child. She's just a child. If princess come out, you try that kind of people, they go beat you. See, I would say, I told that day that we had issue, I told her, and I will still tell, and if she comes out and they ask me, I will still tell her that Liquorose is a fine girl to get, and you know when someone is not that smart, you know you're not smart, but you want people to feel like you're smart.
Oh.
Yes, we have people like that. They're not smart, but they want people to feel they're smart. That's the core. That's what I think about her.
Okay, what about Saga now? Saga.
That one, see, if that guy come out there, I will advise that if you go listen to me, that he should stop talking. That's even gossiping, not talking. Stop gossiping with women. How fine guy like you, with your body, your fine face, all that, you're not gonna be sitting down with girls and talking about other people. How? Like, is a sweet person too. The only thing with Saga is that he talks too much.
Oh, he talks too much.
He talks too much.
So now set of the Maria then.
And Maria, they are set, but you better pass Maria then.
Okay. What about White Money?
White Money is the best person in that house. White Money, like the good heart. He has a good heart. See, just everything good. Everything good. Just give it to white man. Only all the compliments, all the good compliments. Just give it to white man. Because if I want to start, I will not even know where to start.
But all the good things, let's just give it to White Money.
Yes, just give it to white man.
Fine girl. Oh wow. Sister Beatrice. Oh, wonderful.
Sister Beatrice.
Hey, God. All those cameras just the light for us. Wow. Beatrice, hi. How are you? Good morning. Say wonderful. Oh, wow. Wow. How are you doing, Beatrice? Good morning.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm very fine. Even though you guys delayed me a little, I spoke to you like 20 minutes ago. I was just waiting for the next person. But nah, it's fine. How are you doing? And you look amazing, I have to say.
Thank you.
Wow, that's what was going on with those cameras at the house? They didn't do you justice.
I don't know. I'm still trying to understand.
Wow, I'm just looking at you like I feel like I want to call people that, hey, come and see. It's the truth. So my name is Abisola. I work with legit.ng. We're just going to be talking, having a conversation about your time on the show. Plans for the future, etc. But are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I just want to balance this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I really did not know much about you. I have to confess, at the beginning of the show, when they were like everybody was in the house and everything, even we were too plenty, I could not keep up with it. Who was who? Do you understand? I couldn't keep up. I was like, there were a lot of beautiful ladies and everything. So, but whenever the camera came to you, or in my mind, I was always like, Mom, please, who be this? So it's sad that you had to leave as early as you did. But do you have any regrets, or like leaving that early or anything?
No, there's no regrets.
There's no regret at all. So you don't have anger against those your fans that did not vote for you, that kept you and keep you in the house?
No, I don't.
You better talk now. Let us help you drag them.
No, seriously, I don't. I don't. The love is enough. Like, the love I get from them now that I'm outside the house is enough. Like, I'm grateful. I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
I'm not angry with them.
Okay, I like how you say that. Now that they're out of the house and they're showing you love, so which one are they going to buy you a house or a car? Because that's what they do nowadays. Once they like you, they will buy you car and they will buy you house. So which one do you want now? So they should hear. Tell your fans which one is it, car or house, or they should not bring the money.
Guys, I'm not forcing anybody to do anything, you get, but you know, who no like better thing. So whatever they give to me is a gift, and I have to take and appreciate it. So of course, I'm not saying I want this or I want that. I'm just saying I don't know what's going on. I don't know any plan, but whatever comes, yeah, of course, now it's a good thing, so I'll appreciate it.
Abiu, yes, that's right. So let's talk about Beatrice before BBNaija now. I just found out that you are an actress. You appeared in a couple of films, and you've also done some skits. I think with Zeke Saloma now. So to talk to me about the life about Beatrice before BBNaija.
Okay, before BBNaija, I used to. I've never been this kind of girl with too many friends, you know, like one or two friends, and then I'll just be at home on my phone or go to parties, you know, night parties, and then back home. So I've never been in a crowd with more than with more than 22 or more than 5 persons until Big Brother Naija. So life outside the house was sweet. Life before the house was sweet too, but it's just that I was not famous, and you know, the attention I get now, I was not getting it then. And I had some businesses I was doing before Big Brother Naija house.
Oh, okay. So I'm hearing you say these things like you were not with a lot of people before BBNaija. So in my mind, I want to ask, what were you expecting? Like, you went through the process. I know getting into the house was definitely not easy. So what were you expecting? Like when you got
I was expecting it.
Hold on. Before let me finish. So because a lot of people liked you, but they didn't understand why you were not, you know, doing all that what others were doing at the time when you were in the house. So what were you expecting, you know, going into the house?
Okay, before I got to the house, I was expecting the normal, like what we used to do now, just go there and just do yourself and just meet people. Like, I didn't know it was going to be that difficult, like living with people. Yeah, so I was expecting them to just accept me the way I am, because it's natural to accept people the way they are. So, but I did not get that. They wanted me to do more. They wanted me to start talking. They wanted me to start doing this and doing that. So I was not expecting to just get to a place like where I'm supposed to stay for a while and then begin to interact, and I don't even understand anything that. So I was expecting something different from what I saw.
Oh, okay. So you feel like the housemates did not accept you?
I would say yes. Now they did not accept me now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they did not accept me. You know, they were just forcing. They were just forcing it. They were forcing it. They were just faking it. You know, they come to me and be like, "Oh, girl, how are you? Are you okay?" So it got to a point I was like, "Can you guys just stop asking if I'm okay?" I don't know if the camera showed it. I was like, stop asking me if I'm okay. If I'm quiet does not mean I'm not fine. I'm okay. Stop asking me if I'm okay. So,
Okay. So I'm hearing you say these things now, and people will be like, okay, but nobody was supposed to, nobody was going to ask you personally that what is going on or anything of the sort. You understand? It was supposed to be your own prerogative, or it was supposed to be your own. You were supposed to be the one to, take care of yourself and everything. So, do you feel like you did that? Do you feel like what your time on the show, you did it to the best of your ability, or you feel like you should, if you had another chance, you'd do better?
I think this time, like this one that just passed, I did my best. But if I have another chance, I would do better than what I did last time, like the past one.
Okay. So what would you do differently now? Let's talk specifics. What would you do differently?
Well, I'll be fast with everything. I will observe fast. I will do everything faster to get I'll just be fast with everything, fast with the plan, fast with the game plan, fast with the destroying of ships. I'll just be fast with everything. One thing about me that won't change is to observe. Like I like to observe before interacting or before doing anything.
Okay. So you said you wanted to go. You guys spoil ships. Which ships do you want to spoil? Which one?
The Prayer and the Maria ship now. That one first. That one very important to destroy.
Why do you want to destroy?
Very important to destroy. Because we don't destroy that ship. They'll destroy other people's plan. They'll destroy other people's strategy. Do you understand? Yes.
So you feel like Prayer and Maria, that combination no good?
It's good though for their own, but say one thing with competition, you call it competition as you're bringing your own game and bringing my own game.
Yes.
So my own game now for the house, I still plan my own game. I was like, okay, these people, I'm going to be playing with their relationship, destroy it, bring them back, destroy it, bring them back until maybe when they leave or when I leave. So that was my plan.
It's just so funny.
It got to a point where.
Okay, I'm listening. Please continue.
It got to a point, I finished the first part where it was almost destroying, and then I started retrieving. I left them for a while. Okay, I don't come on my hand, I don't come up, but people can go ahead. So I was just waiting for them to get closer so I can go again and see how to separate them.
I'm gonna hear you talk all these things. Me self, I fear you. I hear you. I'm like, Do you understand? But would there have been a situation, or would there have been an instance where you and Pere would have been a thing? Is Pere your spec? Is it the kind of guy you like?
Oh, Pere is not my spec. The thing about Pere is just the dark skin and the body. So he's not my spec because he does not have the personality of my spec. You just have the physical appearance of my spec. So I will not say it's yes.
Oh, okay. So what is your spec? Because I have dark skin too. Can you see very well? I get dark skin. That dark skin that they used to. So let me ask you now, what is your spec? So in case there's any,
I said it in the house and I'll say it again.
I want you to say it again. Yes.
Yeah, my spec is Emmanuel. Just like Emmanuel, there's a way he carries himself, even though that the guy is somehow the way he carries himself.
This is saying so well, that means if you had stayed longer, that means you could have tried to enter that Emmanuel Liquorose, whatever.
Not really enter because Emmanuel is younger. Do you get? Maybe I would have just done some eye clearing. I would have just tried to help Rose to clear her eyes, to help her see that this guy are you really sure this guy likes you, or you're just playing your own game too, or you just want to, or you're into him, you're into him, or you're playing your game. I've just tried to see how to open her eyes, but I don't know how they are doing now. Because when I was in the house, I would say it though that Emmanuel just liked her personality to get, and not her. He wants Liquorose personality in another person's body.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know for now, but what I see, I'm seeing Queen, I'm seeing Rose, I'm seeing some things. I don't know I don't know.
Well, you know, if you say these things, but you have the facilities to get anybody you want to get. That one is the normal.
Yes.
You have that facility day in full ground. Well, do you understand? I remember there was this clip I saw on Instagram. The first jacuzzi party you guys did. The first jacuzzi party you guys did. And everybody was getting into their bathing suits, their bikini and everything. And Beatrice got into hers, and boys were like, hey, see what this girl has been hiding. Everybody, it was a thing on Twitter, man. It trended for a while. You know, everybody was talking about. You've spoken about some of the guys at the house, Pere, Emmanuel, I think just those two. So I want to hear your thoughts on the rest of the housemates, like as quickly as possible. Let's start with Maria.
Like Maria.
Yes, like Maria. Now, what do you think about Maria?
Maria, that girl. I like her and I don't like her because she pretends like she likes me too. So Maria and I are this. I like it when you're giving me. I like to give you the same energy in a very positive way. To get, she comes to me and she be like, "Hey, Beatrice, you know I love you," and then I say, "Hey, Maria, you know I love you." Like anyhow, I give it to her. But if you ask me, okay, just tell me about Maria and just leave you out of it, I'll tell you that okay, Maria is a very manipulative person. Maria is very, very manipulative. Like she tries to trigger, she tries to do something just to see how you react to it in case she wants to do it next time. So I noticed that about her, and I tried my best to avoid her. And she noticed that I was avoiding her. And she came and asked me and said, "Why is that when I joke with you, you don't joke with me?" I told her I don't like your jokes. I told her that because it's not that I hate you that much. I just don't like your jokes. So just stop joking with me. Because then she'll come to me and she'll be like, Perry, your boyfriend is this, Perry, your boyfriend is that. Have you seen your boyfriend? And I won't reply. I'll just walk away or just snub her. And then that was before the day she came to me and she asked me, why is it that when she jokes with me, I don't laugh or I don't talk. I said it's because I don't like your jokes. That was what I told her. So Maria is very manipulative. And I think she talks too much.
Oh wow!
Like she talks too much. Like there are things that she's supposed to say, and there are things that she's not supposed to say. She just drops everything that comes to her head, and she likes attention a lot. Me too. I like attention. I like attention. Yes, I like attention. I like to be noticed. But Maria's own is more than my own. Yes. Okay. Maria is somebody that if she does not get the attention that she needs, she would do something manipulative to get it.
Oh, and that does not sit well with you.
No. Me, I don't. If I don't get the attention, I'll just mind my business. I'm just trying to see how to play, just to be cool and just wait for you to come and meet me.
Oh, okay. So I realized that there are a lot of people in the house that I don't think we'll have enough time to talk about them individually. So let's do like a general thing now. Who else did you feel like was very, you didn't like the way they were doing in the house? Who else? You've spoken about Mariana now. Arin. So Arin, Abi?
Arin is too much. Her own is too much. I know me, I like to say whatever I'm saying here today, I can say it tomorrow, I can say it in front of them. That's
let's go.
I'm going to tell you that Arin is Arin argues a lot. Do you understand? I don't know if she feels intimidated in a way because they were like, I was the one that was intimidated, but because I was quiet. Do you understand? So her own is she feels intimidated, but the way she tries to get out of it by talking, by arguing, by trying to make you feel like she's right. She will try to make you see that I am right and you're like she's right and you are wrong. Do you get it? So I said I was just there observing. So I'm just telling the things I observed. Arin is she's a good person. She's a good person, but you see this gossip thing, you see this cling like group thing. She likes to do group thing. She likes to feel like she's smart. She likes everybody to listen to her. So I observe her and I noticed that someone like Arin, for you to flow with her, you have to allow her be in charge. Whatever she says, just say, yes, you are correct. That's how to do it.
Yes, you are correct. Okay, so who else? Who else now? You've spoken about Mara and Arin. Who else now?
Let me talk about my baby Angel.
Oh, okay.
Angel is a very sweet person. She's a very sweet person. And one thing about this sweet people is people don't really like them like that. Do you understand? They feel like, oh, she's not shouting enough, or oh, she's not hitting the thing on that duvet. So they see her like someone that someone that can be under the duvet with a man. She gets. That's how they see her, and that's how they want her to do that, and she's not doing it, and they feel like, okay, she's opening her body too much. Why would she open her body? She will not be doing something on that duvet.
Oh, okay.
But Angel is someone that she just likes to have fun. She likes to be accepted the way, she just wants people to accept her the way she is. Do you understand? She just wants to be accepted the way she is. Just fine. She likes to open up her body. Just accept her like that, because that does not mean that she's bad, or that does not mean that she likes she's the wayward, or sorry, I don't know the right word.
Yes, that does not mean she's loose. Yes,
that does not mean she's loose. She just likes to free her body and show that beautiful body God has given to her. That's Angel for you. But she's a very sweet person. Okay. Yeah, she's very, very sweet. Yes, she's a very sweet girl.
Okay. So let's move on. Who else now?
Who else in that house?
Let's talk about Jackie B.
Jackie B. There's something about Jackie B. This class, you understand? She has this. There's this class. You know those kind of girls that they don't want trouble. But if you get to them, or if you get how do I put it? Or if you try to upset them.
Okay.
Just like they just leave you there. They just watch you. They look at you do the first time. They pretend like they don't see you. But the second time, they give you hot. To get like they keep like they note, they jot down your rubbish. And when this time they just give it.
So just bring it out.
They don't even mind. Yes, they won't even mind if she won't even mind if it's her case or another person's case. But don't just try to involve her, because once you involve her, she will just give it to you, give you all the things that she has missed. She just bring everything at once.
I give it to you.
She's a sweet person too.
She's a sweet person. Okay. So let's talk Sasuke.
Sasuke is I respect that girl a lot.
Okay. Why do you respect her a lot? Because this is the first person you are saying you respect her.
Yeah, she's a very small girl. She's a very small girl, and I was surprised that at her age she knows all the things that she knows.
Okay.
She's a very smart girl. She's very smart. She's very outspoken. Like there's this energy. I don't know how to describe, but there's something about that girl, and she's going to go far.
She's going to go far. Okay, I like that. I like that. So who else do you want to drop your opinion about? Let's see. Who else?
Hey, this is what I'm talking about, everybody.
Who else? You know what? Before we even go back to the ladies now, let's talk about the guys now. What do you think about Perry?
Perry is like his girlfriend, though.
Yepa.
Perry is like his girlfriend. It's like a perfect match from heaven, and then
so both of them fit each other, Abi.
I swear.
Okay. What about White Money?
White Money is the best person in that house. White Money, like the good heart. He has a good heart. See, just everything good. Yeah, everything good. Just give it to white man. all the compliments, all the good compliments, just give it to white man. Because if I want to start, I will not even know where to start.
But all the good things, let's just give it to white man.
Yes, just give it to white man.
Okay, so is that why he appeared to send you message? He just said, oh, yeah, go and bring the something. Wait, is that why? Is that because you said white money is good? But that video clip that was going around where he appeared to send you message, that he said, let me bring so and so, and you just stood up and went to bring it. That was a lot of people were wondering what was going on then. What was going when he did that? Why did you do that?
I mean, where he told me to go and bring something for
Yes, yes.
He gave me his. I told him I wanted that glass, that he had transparent glasses, and I love to wear glasses, but I didn't see the transparent one to buy before going to the house. So I saw that his own, and I loved it, and I told him that I wanted it. So he told me to take that one and get him another one from his from the changing room. So that was what happened. And I was going to get.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that. But do you think you guys could have been a couple, or do you think something could have happened between the both of you?
I don't know. From my own side, I would say no. I don't know from his own side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think, because I can't speak for him. But for me, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Let's talk about Nini now before we go. Our time is already going, but let's do it as quickly as possible. Nini, what comes to mind?
Nini is just a child.
She's
just a child. She's just an intelligent child.
She's intelligent. Okay, I like that. Let's talk about Princess now.
Princess is not that quiet though. I don't know, from like you said, what I think.
That's your own opinion.
Yes, Princess is not that quiet. For a lady to be a taxi driver, you understand, she needs to be tough. She gets. Well, I don't know. We still have ladies that are not tough, calm ladies that are taxi drivers. But her look, you understand, looking at her hair, well, I have the same hair, and I'm not nobody.
Yes.
She's not as calm as we think. So because she's on the TV, she does not want to show that toxic. She does not want to. Are you there?
I'm here. I can hear you.
She's because she's on the TV. She's just being careful because she does not want to show that. She doesn't want people to see her as someone that is toxic or someone that you go there, go for my hand.
Okay, so she's just trying to maintain.
She's just trying to be careful. Yes, just maintain peace of mind to get.
Okay.
But if Princess come out, you try that kind of people, they go beat you.
Okay. So let's talk about Tega now.
Tega, na the kind married woman wey me for like the people, they don't allow me be.
Yes. But you are better for it now, so.
She's a very strong woman. She's lucky to have the husband that she has. All the support and all that. She's a very strong, and I like her. Like, she's married and she's not acting like she's married. That's a good thing. She's like a wife, a side chick, a baby girl. She's everything to the man. So I like her.
That's good. Okay.
I like the way she rolls.
You like the way she rolls. Okay. So what about Liquorose? Let's talk about Liquor now.
See, I would say, I told that day that we had issue. I told her, and I will still tell, and if she comes out and they ask me, I will still tell her that Liquorose is a fine girl to get, and you know when someone is not that smart, you're not smart, but you want people to feel like you're smart.
Oh.
Yes, we have people like that. They're not smart, but they want people to feel they're smart. That's Liquorose. That's what I think about her. She likes people. She wants people to see her like, okay, I'm a smart girl. But she's not. I don't see her like someone that is that smart. She's not. And she said something like she has been in 5 different relationships and all that. I know, yes, my own past relationship did not work, but I've not been in like 5 relationships and just 1 relationship alone, and I can't get sense from that one. So I don't see her as someone that is that smart. Let me just end it like that. She's just forcing it. She's just trying to make people see her like a smart person, but she's not. And I like her energy. I like her energy. I like her strength. just that thing. It's just that smart thing about her. That,
okay.
but who am I to judge?
Of course, now. Of course. Okay, so the last girl I think before the new set of people is Peace. That was the first head of house. What do you think about Peace?
When we started, I was looking at her like, I don't think this girl likes me, because I was having this energy from her that was disturbing. So I went to her and I told her about it. I told her, Peace, it's like you don't like me. What's the problem? And then she didn't really give me. She didn't answer me that day. She just like, okay, I should wait, she'll come back. But she didn't come back till after the issue I had with Sammy.
Yeah.
She was involved. So after that one, we talked about everything, and then that was how she started understanding me. So coming out of the house, I saw some videos where before that they talked. I saw where she was talking about me with other housemates. And I saw that after the period after the day we talked, and when I was crying and then she was there with me, she stopped talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
She stopped talking about it because she got to understand that, okay, this girl is really like this and she's not the way we've been talking about her.
Oh, okay. So Beatrice has just blown I like the fact that you're honest, at least you're honest about these things. You don't seem like somebody who would hide mouth. They talk. So I like the fact that you're honest. So I have less time, maybe 10 minutes more before we go. So let's quickly talk about the guys now before you go. Let's talk about Cross. What do you think about Cross?
That guy is very calculative. He just acts like he does not know what he is doing, but that guy knows all the things that he's doing. He's just taking his time. It's just sometimes you see him, he's just there observing. He knows what he's doing. He's playing his game real good. Just that he's another smart person in that house.
Okay, so you feel he's playing. Okay, so what about Sammy?
Who?
Sammy
na better boy, sha.
Better
boy, but I see him as somebody with small pride go dey.
Oh, small pride. The pride are small.
Small pride go enter.
Small pride go enter. Okay. So what about J Paul now? J Paul, what do you think? J Paul, how you see J Paul?
Who?
J Paul. I feel like me J Paul in that show, but I did for my white money. You see?
J Paul. I've listened to J Paul's story, and the guy is like, I won't talk too much, but let me just say I pray that God opens his way and then bless him with God should just bless him. God should just answer his prayers and open his way. That's what I say.
Amen.
I think yes, amen. He needs all the blessings. Like he needs all the blessings in the world. He needs God's favor. He just needs. I feel he has suffered and he needs to be happy.
Okay. That's sweet of you. At least thinking about him and praying for him in that manner. That's very sweet. That's very sweet of you. Let's talk about Yusuf now. What do you think about Yusuf?
Yusuf, that guy is rich. He's just being himself. That one is just catching crews in the house.
The boy don't get problem, Abi.
It's like somebody that, when you pack your things and go for vacation. They're not worried. You don't get problem, but it's like you just stay there, they catch me. Just they follow up anything. So I come here, let's go. Let's go. It's just like having this fun, doing his own thing.
Okay. What about Saga now? Saga.
That one, see, if that guy come out there, I will advise that if you go really listen to me that he should stop talking. That's even gossiping, not talking. Stop gossiping with women. How fine guy like you with your body, your fine face, all that, you're not gonna be sitting down with girls and talking about other people. How? Like, is a sweet person too. The only thing with Saga is that he talks too much.
Oh, he talks too much.
He talks too much.
So now sense of the Maria then.
And Maria, they are set, but you better pass Maria then.
You better pass Maria, okay.
Yes, you better pass Maria then because him they manipulate.
Oh, but you know that say he doesn't talk too much and they gossip with girls. You know they manipulate.
They gossip too much, yes.
Okay.
Gossip too much.
Okay. So last of the list now before these new guys. Now, Boma, what you think about Boma?
Boma, when I entered the house, I saw Boma as a brother, and I told him that Boma, I see you as my brother, or you know, maybe he wanted more. I said maybe because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, Boma, I like you, but let me see you as a brother. I see you as a brother, like someone I can come to. Why
you people putting Boma as a brother? That's how Agent who told me it's like her father. What did she say? You now you're saying it's like your brother. Wait here. When I see someone from Port Harcourt, I always tell them that you are my brother, you're my sister. So long as you're from Port Harcourt, I see them as my people. You get? So even Peace, I told her that you're my sister. She knows what I do. So it's from Port Harcourt and from Port Harcourt. Yeah, he's my brother. So I just This is your own brother's zone. You know? Okay. You know, brother's zone and come to Port Harcourt again.
The only PH boy we had in the house.
Oh, okay.
I think convex. As I come out now, I'm not seeing some videos he made and some things he talked about me. I was like, okay, it's fine, like it's expected, but I still love him. And if he comes out of the house, I'll still give him a hug. I think that it's fine. There's no problem. We don't have any issue at all. It's just misunderstanding. Yeah, little misunderstanding.
Okay. So Beatrice, who do you think is going to win now? Knowing what you know now, you never allow me land. You don't talk about it. Why do you think White Money is going to win?
Even before I come out, I already they see something. I already they like the boy. Like I don't even say this guy go far. You understand? You get one positive energy where the guy get like that. He's just like me. He's just like me. Like he's real. He observes. Like he cares for other people, and he listens too. So I already liked him before I came out. Like I was like, this guy wins. It's going to be good though. Like I would like it only for me to come out and I can't see something. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, so I really like it.
Okay.
If it doesn't win, then I give it to my girl Angel.
To Angel, okay. Yeah. That would be cool to see as well. So thank you very much for speaking with me, Beatrice. This was really fun, and I can only wish you the very best in future. But what are you doing now? What's the next game for Beatrice? You've had all, just like you said before the show started, you were not as famous as you are now. So what do you plan on doing going forward?
Okay, now I still want to be managing my clothing brand, Nganga by Beatrice.
Wait till you call her now. Talk and we'll say the name again.
Nganga by Beatrice. Nganga means beauty, yes.
Okay.
Beauty, shakara, yes. So we used to make clothes for just younger girls alone, club wearers, but now we are expanding it for everybody, for old, young, for men, and right now we are out of stock, sold out, and we are creating new designs for everybody.
Okay.
And then the modeling agency, the site is ready, and very soon we start registering professional models. And I would like to go into acting too, but more of action movies.
So we're going to see Beatrice with gun. They pursue people down. Stop there. Move like this. Go like this. Okay. That'll be really fun. That'll be really fun to see. So before you go, please.
And before I entered the house, I was already doing small skits. You get skit I was doing. So I would like to continue with that. I'm open for everything, so long as it's something I will look at it.
What is you don't have? Which kind was? Okay. So yes, you're back now. I thought we were going to have that issue we had earlier. So Beatrice, thank you very much for speaking with me. Like I said, I wish you the best. I think you're very interesting, and hopefully you can keep up with everything that's going to come your way. God bless you. Continue to flourish. Thank you very much. But please tell the people your social media handles. how they can keep up with you, your social media handles.
Okay. Please follow my page is down for now. We are still working on it. So please follow my backup page. It's Beatrice Official. It's Beatrice Official. I'll repeat it again. It's Beatrice Official.
Okay.